Hello, Larry's Fountain Pens, and welcome back for another pen video. Today, I'm going to show you the difference between an 18K and a 14K fountain pen. For those of you that are just wanting to get your first gold nib and you're needing some suggestions, well, I brought out a couple of my oldie but goodies to give you my input on these two pens. This is the Aurora Epsilon, and this has a 14K gold nib, and I bought this in 2017. And this is the Waterman Kareem, has an 18K gold nib. Both of them are nicely done with gold plated trim. As you see the clips on each one, they look really nice. The Aurora had that Y-shaped clip in here, and the Waterman has the insignia up at the top, and I don't know if you can see it or not. It's if I can get it closer for you to look at. It's got a cut inside the clip, and that looks kind of neat. And again, here is the emblem, or the logo rather. Both interesting clips for sure. And the Aurora has the double band, one on the top of the cap and one on the barrel, where the Waterman has their band at the bottom of the cap, with the Waterman logo and the Aurora logo very pronounced on each of the bands. The Waterman is a lacquered finish, and the Aurora is a resin. So both materials are different, and both are pull-off caps. The length of the pen on the Waterman is going to be 5.67 inches, where the Aurora length is going to be 5.33 inches. And the weight of the Waterman is 33.6 G's, where the Aurora weighs in at 22.9 G's. The Aurora is not as heavy as the Waterman, but the Waterman doesn't feel over heavy in your hand. Both pens are fit comfortably in the hand, well balanced. Both look extremely nice. I like the design on both pens. Let's take a look under the hood. The Waterman posts very securely, and the Aurora, it'll snap as well. I'm just trying to get the caps in line here. So, you got two different nibs. You got an 18K medium nib, and the nib is embedded into the grip. I like to call it, looks kind of like a semi-hooded nib, but it's not. Where the Aurora has a 14K roll nib, medium nib, As you can see, the nib is very pronounced, much larger on the Waterman than it is on the Aurora. Now both pens are ink converters. And same with the Waterman. So if you're new out there and you're looking for a gold nib, you might want to check some of these pens out. So both pens write very well. I really do like both of the pens. I would say that the Waterman has a much more stiffer nib than the Aurora does. So why don't we get to writing here? Okay, I'm going to be using the Birmingham notebook with Tomo River paper. And here we go with the Waterman 18k nib. Has a nice wet nib. And I'm using the Waterman Audacious Red ink. Very nice, smooth nib. It's not a flex nib, and you're not going to get any line variation. It's a stiff nib, but it's a smooth nib, and just a really nice, fine gold nib. And the Aurora Epsilon has a 14k medium nib. Very nice nib. And I'm using the Robert Oyster Blue Water Ice. And the wetness of this nib, sweet. Also a nice wet nib. And you're not going to get any line variation from this pen as well. But the pen feels great in the hand. It writes very well. It does everything you need it to do. So the problem would be is, which one of the two would you prefer? Well, either one would be great to start out with. I got these pens both off eBay, and I've got the Aurora in auction, and I forgot really what I paid for it, but I'm glad I got the Aurora. It really is a very nice pen. Not a big pen, but it works well in the hand. And when you post the pen, it is very secure, as I said, and it's a perfect fit in my hands. I have small hands, but even if you have larger hands, this would be a nice fit. And I think anybody that would get one of these pens would agree that it would make a very nice writer. And I think you would be happy with a pen like this. And my main reason to buy this pen, I wasn't sure if I was going to get into a smaller pen. But I heard a lot of good things about Aurora. So that's when I went for it, but I decided to get a used one first to see if I was going to like it or not. Because I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money and then end up not liking the pen. But the pen is well worth your time to investigate. Now let's look at the Waterman. I think I bought this one last year. Bought this one new. I think I paid maybe around $2.29 or a little bit less. I like Waterman fountain pens, automatic. I have other Waterman fountain pens, all right, very nice. I love the shape of the pen at the end of the barrel, how it trims out. There's nothing I don't like about the pen. I love how the nib is shaped into the grip. It just looks, to me it looks like a, not a Star Wars, but a Star Trek kind of emblem. I don't know why I think that. You get that, Mr. Announcer?
Turn it toward this way. Yeah, it does look like the Federation symbol, actually.
Yeah, that's what it first reminded me of when I saw the nib. I said, you know what, that looks pretty cool. But, you know, it fits well in the hand. It's a little bit larger than the Aurora. And it does post well and secure. And again, if you have large hands, perfect fit. But it fits well in my hands. So both are worthy opponents. So the thing would be is, what would you like for your first gold nib? An 18K or a 14K? Both right, really nice. Both are wet. That would be of a matter of opinion, which one was better. I think some people would say the Aurora is better, and some people would say the Waterman is better. I say they both are extremely both fine fountain pens, and I'm pleased with both of them. So I would leave that decision up to you. But I thought I would share these with you guys because I've had like 6 emails asking me about some gold nib pens. What I thought about the 18 versus the 14K gold nib. So both, like I said, both are fine nibs. Both are nice wet riders. Both are smooth. One is a little more gold than the other on the tip. But you can't go wrong with either one. Which do I like more, the 14 or the 18K? I've been asked that many times. And again, I'll say, right now it's a tie. How's that? Well, I hope this helps you with some of your questions on some gold nibs. I have other gold nibs that I will be showing you guys later down the road. Some Mont Blancs, some Sailors, Pelicans, Omas, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But if you're into a gold nib, any one of these would work. But I'm glad, like I said, I found this one on eBay used in really excellent condition. I love the color. My favorite color is blue. My second favorite color is olivine green. And this one is, like I said, I bought this off eBay, brand new. And I'm glad I did. Waterman is outstanding as well. You can't go wrong with the Aurora or a Waterman. How's that? Would that help you any? Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope this helps some of you new people thinking about getting your first gold nib. They won't break the bank. You can find a Pilot Vanishing Point for under 150 bucks. You can also get a Platinum 3776 for, I've seen them on eBay brand new from Japan, for under 100. I don't know what they would run here in the States. I haven't checked into that. But you can do the search and check out the fountain pen companies here in the state and see what they are. And you can always look on eBay. The options would be up to you. Now, the good thing about when you buy them from a dealer here in the States, you're going to pay a little more. But if you have any problems with the pens, at least they're here in the States. And hopefully that dealer will take care of whatever problem that you come up with. Where if you have a problem and you buy it from a dealer from Japan, you're going to have to send that pen back to Japan, Germany, wherever you got it from, and it's going to be a wait. Anywhere, I'm guessing 3-6 months. I've heard people tell me 4 and 6 months before they got their fountain pen back. Well, I'm going to end it up now saying Aurora and Waterman, both outstanding fountain pens. There's nothing I don't like about either one of the pens. And then the rest is up to you. Folks, thank you for hanging with me. It's cold out here in Fort Worth today. 50 degrees with the wind blowing. Brrr, it's cold out here. But getting closer to Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Stay warm, stay safe, and remember, don't text and drive, my friends. Later, folks.